Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Learn and Explore. من دکتۆر یادە خۆشحاڵی گەڕانەوەلاتان لەوانەی 3 بۆ 2 لە چیرۆکی ترۆی کە ئەموانەیە تاواکەر بەوانەی 3 بۆ 1 و بریتیە لە پرسیار و وەڵام من پرسیارەکەم و بەڕێزت وەڵامەیتەوە دواتر پێکەوە وەڵامەینەوە بۆ لە کۆتاییوانەکەشە ئەرکێکی ماڵەوەیتیایە بۆ ئێوە کە حەلیەکەن و بزانین تا چەند لەوانەکە تێگەشتون دایما من لە سەرەتای وانەکانە دووبارەکەینەوە ئەویش ئەوەیە ئەگەر وانەکانی پێشووتان نەبینیوە لەوانەیە هەنێک شت لەوێ باس بکەین لێرە باسی نەکەین جا بینەری وانەکانی پێشوو بن بۆی بتوان سوودی تاوەڵ لەم کۆرسە ببینن جا ئێستاش با دەست پێ بکەین ئێستاش بۆ پرسیار و وەڵامەکان بزانین پرسیار و وەڵامەکان چۆنن و تا چەند ئێوەشە توانن لەگەڵمان بڕۆن یاڵا stay focused بە چالاکانە دانیشن با دەست پێ بکەین. The first question that we start with is this one. Who meet Paris on Mount Ida? Well, Hermes and the goddesses meet Paris on Mount Ida, right? Okay, Hermes and the goddesses meet Paris. Okay, next question. What do we have? What does Hermes give Paris? Or we can say this in another way. What does he give him? What does he give him? Or you can say, what does Hermes give Paris? He gives him Eris's apple, right? The golden apple. Or you can say, he gives him the golden apple. Or Hermes gives Paris the golden apple. Or Hermes gives Paris Eris's apple. Or he gives Eris's apple to him. Okay? There are a bunch of different ways that you can answer this question, or pretty much all the questions can be answered in different ways. Okay? So he gives Eris's apple to him. He gives Eris's apple to him. You must know the meaning. That's why I'm not translating most of the things we say, or most of the questions we ask. You have to know the meaning. How can you find the meaning? By listening to the previous lesson. Don't worry while I'm mana bzani, but جۆگرتن لەوانەی پێشوو. بەلەبەرەوە ئەگەر وانەی پێشوو تاو نەکردەوە بەتاوای گوێلەوە بگرە بەتاوای دووبارەی بکەرەوە لە هەموو شتەکان تێبگە اینجا وەرە بۆ ئێرە. Let's see what do we have. What does Hermes tell Paris? What does he tell him? What does he tell him? Tells him everything about the apple. Right? Tells him everything about it. He tells him everything about the golden apple. Well, he tells him everything about the apple. Okay? So Hermes tells Paris everything about the golden apple. This is another way to answer this question. Alright, next question. Whom does Paris give the apple to? From the story, we can say that Paris can choose between 3 different options that each goddess has given him. By giving the apple to Hera, Paris can be a king of many countries. By giving the apple to Athena, he can win all fights and learn great things. And by giving the apple to Aphrodite, he can marry the most beautiful woman, right? So, whom does Paris give the apple to? He gives the apple to Aphrodite, right? He gives the golden apple to Aphrodite. Let's see, what do we have next? Why does Paris give the apple to Aphrodite? That's a very good question, and we just answered it, right? Why? Why does Paris give the apple to Aphrodite? Because he wants, or Paris wants, to marry the most beautiful woman. That's why he gives the apple to Aphrodite. So by giving the apple to Aphrodite, Paris can marry the most beautiful woman. Right? Katika sewaka ayad ba Aphrodite, katika Paris sewaka ayad ba Aphrodite, yan ba بەخشینی سێوەکە بە ئافرۆدایتی پاریس ئەو توانای دەسەکەوێ یانە ئۆفەری دەسەکەی لەلایەن ئەفرۆدایتیەوە کە ئەتوانێت ئەو سەرگیری لەگەڵ جوانترین ئافرەتە بکە بەلەبەرەوە پاریسیش سێوەکە ئەیاد بە ئەفرۆدایتی. Okay, let's see what do we have next. Okay, who calls all the young men in the country to Troy? In the story we said that one of the King Priam's messengers visits Mount Ida. And he tells Paris, King Priam wants all the young men in the country to Troy. Or King Priam calls all the young men in the country to Troy. Right? So Priam calls all the young men in the country to Troy. بانگێشتی هەموو پیاوە گەنجەکانەکە لە وڵاتە بۆی بڕۆن بۆ کوێ؟ بۆ ترۆی. بۆچی ئەمە ئاکات؟ Let's find out. Why does he want every young man in the country to Troy? Or why does King Priam want every young man in the country to Troy? Because he wants to choose the best young man, right? He wants to choose the best young man in the country, the whole country. Or you can answer this question in another way, because he wants all the young men in the country to play Trojan games. Okay, Priam wants all the young men in the country to Troy. For what? To play Trojan games. So he wants all the young men in the country to Troy to play Trojan games. And another question comes up. What is Trojan games? It is a competition to choose the best young man in Troy. Kata chia peshbarkega competition yani peshbarke. It is a competition. Trojan game competition eka yani peshbarkega bo chia to choose bo halbjardini the best young man in Troy. Bo halbjardini bashtarin piawi ganj la Troya. Does Achilles go with Paris to Troy? Does he go with Paris to Troy? Achilles goes with Paris to Troy. Alright, next question. Who is the best runner in Troy? Paris. Paris is the best runner in Troy. Alright? Does Paris win a soccer game? Paris yari du goli birdo. لأمريكا على soccer. لبريطانيا على football. هذا soccer يعني دو جولي. عن توبي بي بلان بأمريكا. وفوتبول يعني توبي بي ببريطانيا. Does Paris win a soccer game? No, he doesn't. Does he win a baseball game? No, he doesn't. So Paris doesn't win a soccer game. Then what does he win? Or what does Paris win? He wins Trojan games, right? What does Paris win? He wins the Trojan games, right? And by winning the Trojan games, he becomes the best young man in Troy. Alright, next question. What do they give him? Chianiapi. أجر أو ذا ما مسمع لشيء للذي ما مسمع لأنا ما مسمع لكي يتلا أنا كcompetition كان رخص in prime وجماعة دقي. Well, they give him a prize. Man خلاتي chianiapi. They give him or they give Paris a prize because he wins the Trojan games. Do they give him the third prize? خلاتي سام chianiapi. Do they give him the third prize? No, they don't. Do they give him the second prize? No, they don't. Do they give him the first prize? Yes, they do. Because he wins the competition or he wins the Trojan games. Alright? So they don't give him the third prize. They give him the first prize. Okay, why do they give him the first prize? Why do they give him the first prize? Because he wins the Trojan games. Or you can say because he wins the competition. Okay? Because he wins the Trojan games. That's why they give him the first prize. Alright, okay, does King Priam recognize Paris at first? This is a very good question. King Priam recognize Einaseto. King Priam ليكمو at first ليكمو باريسي ناسيو يعني وكاتي كيت خلاتكي بردو يعني كمو بونمنا لو كاتي كرشت خلاتكي ورقرا لو كاتي ناسيو. Now he doesn't recognize him at first. Then how does he recognize him? How does King Priam recognize Paris? ناسيو daughter. Paris tells him his name. Paris tells him his name. Chibu ناسيو Paris ناي خوي بيود. أمر زور جوانا لبرشي. Him his name. مامي بدوية كاتو. He tells him his name. Paris tells him. Paris بيود. بكيود tells him. أو هما بوكيا قرأتو King Priam. Paris tells King Priam his name. ناي خوي بيود. Okay, so Paris tells him his name. Paris نایە خۆی بە King Prime وت ئەوژتی are you my son وتی تۆ کوڕەکەی منی لە چیرۆکەیە بۆمان دەرکەوت. Okay, بزانین پرسیاری دواتر چییە؟ Who is standing near them? Who is standing near them? لەو کاتێ ئەوە متمانیکێک لەو کاتەیە کە ئەمان هەریکی ئەم قسانن یەکێک لە نزیکیانەوە وەساوە. Well, Agellus is standing near them. Agellus لە نزیکیانەوە وەساوە. Agellus is standing near them. What do we mean by them? Or who do we mean by them? Osman لەکیە کاڵین them, King Prime and Paris. So Agellus is standing near King Prime and Paris. Okay? How does Agellus tell the king everything? How does he tell him everything? He quickly. أخيرا مشتكي بيو دعوة كي ناي خوي بيو دعوة تشتغل رجوا أشكرابون. Agellus tells him everything. He quickly tells him everything. All right, next question. Who feels sorry for his past deeds? Does Agellus feel sorry for his past deeds? No, he doesn't. Then who feels sorry for his past deeds? كي بأسفة يعني كي داخلية يعني كي هس بشرمزاري أكاد بو كردوا كاني رابردوي. King Prime feels sorry for his past deeds. Alright? So King Prime or Prime feels sorry for his past deeds. Okay, بزاين برتاي دواتر چيو. Is King Prime angry with Agellus? Is he angry with him? No, he isn't. He isn't angry with Agellus. Okay? No, he isn't. King Prime is not angry with Agellus. Where does Paris go? هاوتمان تريكيان ناسي ودسيان كردم لي كوتو زفرميسكي رش King Prime وأمانة. Where does Paris go? He goes home with King Prime. Goes home مراته بمالو with King Prime. With King Prime. Okay? Where does he live? يسيت لما لا تعين بلين where does he live? Or تعين بلين بقوم برسالة where does he live from now on? لا إيسا بدوا لكيو إيجي. He lives in Troy. Right? He lives in Troy. Next question. Does Paris live with his friends in Troy? No, he doesn't. Does he live with Agellus in Troy? No, he doesn't. Then, whom does he live with? He lives with his family, right? No, he doesn't live with his friends in Troy. Paris does not live with his friends in Troy. Whom does he live with then? Whom does he live with? He lives with his family. He lives with his family. Okay, ئەمەش کۆتایی پرسیارەکانی وانەی 3 بۆ 2. وادام سوودتان لە پرسیارەکان وەرگرتە بێت لەگە هەر پرسیاری هەموو لە کۆمنت بیکەن بە پێیتوانە هەڵین وەڵامتان بینەوە بە زۆر ئەگەر پرسیار وەڵامەکان ئەگەر بە باشی لی تێگەشتن جارێک دوان ئەوپەڕی 3 جاری تر بە پێی تێگەشتنی خۆتان 3 جار دووبارەکردنەوە یعنی هەتا ئەوەن دووبارەی بکەنەوە کە تر لە هەموو شتەکان تێگەن و توان وەڵام بنەوە بەڵام چیرۆکە زۆر دووبارەی بکەنەوە بۆی لە هەموو شتێک بە تەواوی تێبگەن. Okay, ئێستاش ئەرکێکی ماڵەوەمان هەیە بۆتان با بزانین چییە. Okay, find the mistakes. هەڵەکان بدۆزەرەوە. Find the mistakes. هەڵەکان بدۆزەرەوە. بزانین ئەم ڕستانەی کە یاومانە هەڵەیان تەیە تۆش هەڵەکان بدۆزەرەوە. Okay? And by the way, by action لێرە پێ بڵێم I'm not gonna translate the sentences. Okay? You have to know the meaning yourself. Okay? So let's get started. They meets him. They meets him. You don't need any help. You don't need any help. We are not sad. We are not sad. She is most beautiful than her. She is most beautiful than her. He have 2 brother. He have 2 brother. He go to school every day. Go to school every day. ئەمە شەش ڕستەیە کە پێشکەشمان کردوون بزان هەڵەکانیان چییە بزان ئەسڵان هەڵەیان تێیە. بەڵام هەوڵ بن ئەگەر هەڵەیان تیا بوو لە کۆمنت ڕستە ڕاستەکەمان بۆ بنووسن بە 1 و 2 3 و 4 و 5 و 6. ئەنێ ڕۆژمان بەم جۆرە کۆتایی پێهێنا یادانی سوودی هەبوو بێت بۆتان و تاوانەیەکی تر بەخوای گەورەتان سپێرین و واتان لەگەڵ.